We are in Hanoi, Vietnam, and we're currently going to get lunch. We are going to get some Pho Ga. It is a place that was recommended to us by our tour guide that gave us a coffee tour this morning. And we now have a little bit of a sweater on because admittedly it got a tiny bit chilly despite our warm blood compared to the local people who absolutely think it's freezing. It's like 60, 70 degrees out. I am excited because I am hyped on coffee. I like 4 different types of coffee, and Vietnamese coffee is strong. So a nice, comforting bowl of soup is going to be great. But check out all of the traffic and the walking around here. You can see, just kind of make do. You pause when you need to. It's just really nice though to be somewhere that's bustling, that has a lot of people and culture. We're ordering Pho Tran, but it's at a Pho Ga restaurant, so it's like Tran, I believe, if I'm saying all this right, I really have no promises. Tran, I believe, is like a mix of things. That was the translation. So I'm not sure if it's just gonna have chicken mixed with other stuff or if it's gonna be like chicken and beef. And this is the one, or one of the 2 that she had recommended. The other thing that we learned is that you need to order quickly because the more customers they get, the more business that they have. So they wanna get people in, they wanna get them out. And so there's like kind of this culture of moving along quickly. So when you walk into a place, you really should know what you're going to get, especially if it's somewhere where you're sitting on the small stools, maybe on the sidewalk. She said that for some of the restaurants that she recommended, that a lot of them might not speak English. So just walk in with your Google Translate, be ready to go, and you'll be good for lunch. Also, apparently they like cameras here. That's great. Great for me. This is what we're having for lunch. They gave us a menu. This is what I showed. We've got some garlic, chili, napkins, some pepper, chopsticks, and your container of lime. Oh, and some spicy chilies down there. Okay, we have Pho Tran. So it's chicken, peanut. We got some crispy shallots. Looks like there's some greens in there. We have a lime on the side, and then our little bowl of broth. What? You're laughing at our little bowl of broth? So let's try some of the broth. Oh my God, the broth is so good. I think you're supposed to mix everything around. We're learning. Yeah, I think it's like to eat it together. Let's have a bite. It's so good. Wow. At our chicken. We're trying to figure out if you're supposed to pour the broth in or not, because I didn't put the spoon in the broth, but it's delicious. Crispy shallots are so good. You like it? Yeah. The broth is very light and clear. Well, not perfectly clear. It's got a little of a tinge from the chicken. It's so comforting. This is like my kind of chicken soup. Wow.
It's from a certain part, I think.
Certain part of the chicken. Well, it's so juicy and tender. The peanuts are so nice. I think the mix of textures is really great, because you have the crispy shallots and the peanuts, and then the cilantro, which is so bright and refreshing. And then the chicken is like fatty and comforting, but like not overly fatty. It's just like, it has like a nice umami. And the noodles have good structure. It's like a nice chew and bounce. They're not like falling apart by any means. Well, it's nice. So let me look up. Let's live look this up. Let's look up, do you pour the broth in Pho Tran or drink on the side? Oh, so many people prefer to pour the broth over the noodles. Some choose to drink on the side. So it seems like both are correct. I think my preference is to drink it on the side, and then towards the end, I might pour it in for like a little bit extra. That's also probably why our guide didn't even mention anything, because there is no wrong answer.
Did you add any?
No, I didn't add any lime. I'll take a lime. Thank you. Let's put a little lime in. Ooh, I love the addition of citrus. So one of our tour guides at some point told us that when you take the chopsticks, it's normal to just wipe them down with a napkin because it kind of just gets the dust off. I've seen online some people use the lime to help like clean them as well. I don't think it's really cleaning them. It's really just like they've been sitting out so you can wipe them. The lime is so nice. It brightens it up. Oh, it's delicious. Yeah. Yeah, I just had one. I have a nice crunch. Big fan of roots sauce. If you're someone who wants to travel to Vietnam, haven't had that much Vietnamese food, or maybe you haven't eaten outside of your comfort zone very often, I think this is a great starting point. A lot of these flavors are flavors that I'm familiar with, but they're honestly, it's like just a better chicken soup. And if you're not sure about like the broth, this style of it is nice because it's on the side. I'm a bit more adventurous, but I understand when people aren't. I think this is a really great starting point. For context, we're in Hanoi right now. It is one of the most northern cities. And so I think it's interesting because this is more common to specifically Hanoi. I think that this isn't something I've never seen in the US. It has so many like familiar flavors to me. In the US, we love chicken soup, but we do not do it this well. Oh, I love chicken soup. Yes, I also. But I think in the US as well, I feel like this feels like something that would be more commonly accessible, but it's just not. Probably has to do with some of like immigration and things like that, like where people have come to the US from. In the US, when we make chicken soup, like we're just like making our broth with the carrots and the celery and things like that. But like the flavors in here have such a perfect balance because the peanuts are crunchy, the shallots are crunchy, but then you have the bean sprouts, which are bright and fresh, and then the cilantro that kind of cuts through it all and has that like tang to kind of bring everything together. So when we were getting this, we were trying to do the translation, and we weren't really sure what the mix meant because that's what I think Tron is. It's a mix of the different types of meat, which is also important. If you're someone who like only likes light meat or things like that, you can totally look up the different ways or like the different types of Pho Ga and see if there's something that's like within your palate. Oh yeah, here I'll show you. You can see it right here. So up there, you can see all of the different cuts of meat that they're using here. Dang, this is definitely one of my favorite things that we've had so far. And I think part of it probably has to do with like, this is just an incredible version of something I already like. I love all of these flavors already. And this preparation is like so much better than anything I've ever had. Aside from the fact that it's specific to Hanoi and Vietnam and fulfilling. Yes, the food is very fulfilling. I think it's fulfilling. You think it's filling. Fulfills me. Let's pour this little bit of broth just for the last bit. Yeah, it's a totally different vibe eating it like this. Wow. So let's figure out how much this costs. 100,000. We'll find out after, but I'm pretty sure that this is the price. Sorry, for two. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
Oh, because it's like different portions.
Thank you. So it was 50,000 a bowl, 100,000 for two people, which is $3.92 USD at the current moment in time, 2025. It is February. So they just wrote down the amount on our order. That's, walk up to the front afterwards just to be able to pay. Super easy. We walked in, they sat us, they were very kind. All you have to make sure that you do when you're coming to Vietnam and you're ordering is that you're efficient, you're quick, you're kind, you're courteous. We knew what we were getting. They still handed us a menu just to help. Didn't really rush us or anything, but be kind and courteous anytime that you're going out to eat. Anywhere you go, really. It's a kind tip for everything. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Thanks for eating with me today in Vietnam. We have so much to do, including a lot of shopping. So stay tuned for all of my Vietnam adventures and all of my travels all around the world. See you real soon.